If you've ever considered moving to Finland, you've probably thought Finland is expensive. But expensive compared to what? How much does life really cost to live here monthly in Finland? Can you survive on one salary? Is it possible to save? I've lived in Finland for almost 9 years, and in this video I'll break down the monthly cost of living in Finland. We'll go from groceries to rents to expenses that you don't expect to incur. Let's find out what life really costs here in Finland on a month-to-month basis. Let's start with the biggest expense, rent. Finland is not one big city. We have the capital region, we have West Finland, Central Finland, North. You get the gist. If you're living in Helsinki, expect to pay 700 to 1,000 for a studio apartment, whereas smaller cities like Vaasa or Seinäjoki, you can pay about 400 or 500 for a studio apartment. If you're living in the capital region, I would suggest though, you consider staying in Espoo or Vantaa or smaller areas around it because they may be a bit cheaper than Helsinki itself. And then we move to groceries. You're probably expecting it to cost double because of you're in Finland, but that's not exactly true. Some products are expensive, yes, but think about smart shopping. If you go to a store like Lidl, you're going to expect to spend less than if you went to a store like Prisma, K Market or S Market that have a lot more options for you to pick from. Remember, smart shopping. Cooking at home actually makes it a lot more affordable to eat when you live in Finland. It just depends how much you want to spend. For groceries, you can expect to spend about 200 to 400 euros. Then we have transportation. One thing I like about public transport in the capital region is that everything is actually really reliable. Buses, trains, trams, metros, they are always on time and on schedule, and if something like a delay comes up, you will always get an announcement ahead of time. This is a lot more easy for you to move around without owning a car, for instance. And if you want to own a car, that is your choice, but remember, maintenance, gas fees, taxation, insurance, every other thing that comes with owning a car, which may include parking tickets, that's your choice. But if you're picking public transportation, especially in the capital region, expect to spend in a month between 60 to 80 euros, depending on the zone you're living in. Let's talk about utilities. Remember, rent is not your only living expense. Electricity, home insurance, water bills, and every other little cost you're going to incur over the month is also included in what you have to spend. Now, for electricity, insurance, and water, expect for these little things, and also internet, yes. Expect for these little things to cost about, on an average, 100 to 150 euros, depending on how much water or electricity you use, or the season, or what data plan you're on. But let's put utilities at about 100 to 150 euros. Eating out at restaurants. I'm not going to be that guy that'll tell you, don't eat out, don't ever eat out. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Sometimes I eat out. I love food. And eating out may not be too pricey in Finland, but I'm gonna give you some realistic prices to expect so you don't get shocked when you go to the restaurant. Most lunch places offer lunch at about 13 to 14 euros. Some may be 15 euros depending on if it's a buffet or a special type of restaurant. For dinners, expect to spend about 20, 25 and upward of 30 euros because then it's mostly a la carte meals that are being offered. Now let's move to the hidden costs. The costs that nobody really talks about when they're talking about cost of living in Finland. Winter clothes, furniture, kitchen equipment, washing supplies, household items. These things can add hundreds or even thousands of euros to your bills when you first arrive in Finland. Because remember, you're coming here with just your bags. You have to then figure out where you sleep, if you're gonna get a sofa, what you're gonna use in your kitchen, and all these things. These hidden costs, you need to factor them in also, because they cost a lot. It's for real, they do cost a lot. I'm still traumatized. I'm gonna need a minute. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. How much does it really cost to live in Finland as a single person moving in for the first time? Now, owning a car, living in the center, eating out often is a lot more expensive than living moderately, maybe not in the center, not eating out all the time, cooking your own food at home. if we're going to put it down to a cost, I would say, in my own opinion and my experience in Finland, you can manage with 1,500 monthly, depending on what your lifestyle is. It's not going to be easy and there are lots of hidden costs, but for the basics and the necessities, 1,500 will get you by monthly. I think we can all agree that Finland isn't cheap, but you get a lot in return. Reliable infrastructure, public transport, accessible healthcare, and a higher quality of life. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up, and tell me in the comments what other part of Finland or what Finland topic you would like me to talk about next. See you in the next video.